Happy 4th of July, Nez Nation. Welcome to the show where you get to learn more about how to leverage this creator economy, how to advance your career, how to grow, start, scale your very own online business, which a creator is one of them. It's office hours. You get to ask me anything, and we got some special guests and really some other things cooking. So make sure you come on back, y'all. It's Nez Nation Live. Hello, welcome everybody. July 4th, 2000, in the year of our Lord, 2021. I have no idea why I said that. So good to see you guys. If you're new to this live stream podcast show, I am your host, Professor Nez. Let me know how I'm coming in too, guys. And I have been in the online ecosystem. I've been in business branding. I've taught business and marketing at the universities. And I've been able to leverage these amazing tools in powerful ways that have allowed me to earn sustainable income. And so the mission statement of this channel and this platform, our Nez Nation family, well, we got two actually. One is to bring more humanness to this digitalness. And the second one is I'm here to hopefully inspire you to grow your impact and your income online. So if you're somebody who's interested in, you know what, Nez, I'm sick and tired of doing the same old thing. I really don't like where I work. I want to change my career. I want to potentially leverage this thing you keep talking about, the creator economy. This is the place to be. If you're a creator, a content creator, a business owner, and you're looking to leverage the online ecosystem, the creator economy, all these different opportunities to grow, scale, really build systems and processes for your business so you can withstand all the ebbs and flows, the COVIDs, the thises, the that's, the crises, you've come to the right place. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions at all, make sure you leave them in the pinned comment. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, Facebook, I want you to come over here on YouTube. Go to Professor Nez's YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTube search bar, open your app right now, come over here on YouTube. That's what I'm going to be doing. Even though I love multicasting, I actually want you guys to come over here. Now, if you're like, Nez, I don't want to come over here, please hang out, chill. I just want you to be a part of the show. The pinned comment is in the questionnaire form. There's it's a simple question form, and we still have a couple of questions from last week that I'm going to get to. But I also want to tell you really quickly who our sponsor is. This show is brought to you by our main sponsor, as always, BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. So BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. Oops, you know what? I also want to have this as my, let's see, yes. I'm going to talk about this in just a second, but our sponsor, as always, this show is brought to you by BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. This is my very own online academy that we've had for 5 years. We've got some of the best discounted step-by-step, by an actual business communications professor. I'm an actual professor. I'm not just one of these 17-year-olds that live on an island and say, buy my course. I've been teaching for ages, longer than you've probably been alive. And so this is like, I really believe in this. I really believe in credibility and ethos. And so I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I'm bringing my 2+ decades at all the top marketing and business schools, and I'm really bringing that to this online academy. So if you're like, Nez, I want to go deeper. Nez, I want more. Nez, I want to learn what personal branding is. I want to learn how to advance my career. I want to learn how to make money online the right way. Go to BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. It's so great to see you guys. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's in the house. Anthony is in the house. Good to see you, Anthony. I had the pleasure of being on Anthony's show recently. I give my hats off to Anthony. And we've got a lot of great people here in the chat. Jonathan's in the house. Lewis, good to see you, Lewis. My man Levi in the house. Good to see you, Levi. Always great to see you, brother. Super Dave, I haven't seen you in a while, Super Dave. Great to see you. Awesome. Sweeney Dunstan. Yeah, baby. Uh-oh, did you say there's an error found on the questionnaire? I'll have to check that out. But I want to give my hats off to I want to give my hats off to my man, Anthony, really quickly. Anthony is somebody who really exemplifies what I talk about here in the creator economy. And what I talk about here in the creator economy, okay, it works for me. The questionnaire form works for me, Sweeney. Let me know if it's not working. Maybe try it out. Jonathan, Lewis, can you guys try it out? Mods. The best mods in the business. It's the Nez Nation Mod Squad. Wow, doesn't that sound good? The Nez Nation Mod Squad is in the house. Oops, my autofocus got messed up there. Okay, let's come on back. Come on back, autofocus. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Good to see you, O-Rod Tech, in the house. Good to see you. I'm assuming you probably came from my man Viper's crew. Great to have you here. So Jonathan says there's no error on his end. Yeah, sometimes you have to use, because it's a Google Docs form, sometimes it would be imperative that you use Google Chrome to open it up. And we have a couple of questions from last week I want to get to. But where was my train of thought? Where was I? Yeah, so this show today, we've got a lot of things planned. Happy 4th of July. And, you want to talk about building your impact and your income online. My goodness. How would you like to have somebody call you up and have this idea for a startup? Yo, George, excuse me, is Mr. Washington in? They didn't have phones back then. Nez has already lost it. We haven't even started the show yet. What'd they have? They had telegrams? No, I don't even think they had telegrams. So courier, maybe a Paul Revere. Excuse me, Mr. Franklin, Mr. Jefferson, and Mr. Washington would like to meet with you, Mr. Adams. They have a startup idea, okay? And they're hanging out in the tavern, right? This is when the British colonized and really were running everything. And, my man Adams or Jefferson said, yo, Bill, I got a great idea for a startup. Oh, you know what? I've been working on this. I've been working on a new buckle for a shoe that I think will fly. And then another one chimes in and says, you know what? I've been working on a new way to help farmers, a new product that could help farmers harvest their crops a lot easier. And then how would you like to hear this come out of my man Thomas Jefferson's mouth and John Adams? I got a better idea. My startup idea is this. Let's start a country. Let's start a country. I mean, guys, say what you will, and I love history, and I've studied history, and actually my kind of impetus and my mentor for how my teaching style and what I bring to the table at institutions and universities, which, I still teach a very low load. I mean, super low load. It's almost like one class a semester now. Because I love doing it. I love meeting with young people. I love helping. I love teaching, even though the pay is terrible. They exploit adjunct professors, and even really all professors get exploited. Where deans make $2 million, and presidents of universities make $2 million, $3 million a year. I love history, but barring all of the things, I don't want to make this about politics or history. The idea that this country, the United States of America, we're celebrating Independence Day, July 4th, started in the idea of just a couple of rambunctious, maybe you could dare say there's a fine line between genius and insanity, radical, innovative, pioneering, amazing dudes is just phenomenal. It's mind-blowing that, everything that you see here. I know we got a lot of people joining us from other places, but, we talk about growing your impact and income online, and, even, being a career executive or professional, that's in a sense, that's a business too. You got to build your personal brand, your thought leadership, get yourself out there. That's kind of the same elements, know your audience, etc. This country is the ultimate startup, if you think about it. And so really a cool historical contextual tie-in to today's show. So I'm really, really excited about that. You guys don't want to go anywhere because you OGs stick around. I've got something powerful I'm going to be giving away to you. You might know what I'm talking about. And also make sure that you stick around because we've got some amazing guests coming on to the show. And I'll give a little bit more context as soon as they show up. But right now, you know what you need to do. You need to smash, obliterate, drop an atomic bomb on that like button. We would really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to go to the questionnaire form and see what our questions are. And say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody in the chat. And make sure you share this out. Hit that like button and make sure... Hey, Seti, good to see you. Hit that like button and make sure you share this out. So I've been talking a lot on my channel. I told you guys about a series I'm doing. I told you guys about a series that I'm doing on my channel about, it's basically how to get clients on series. So how to get clients on LinkedIn, how to get clients on YouTube, how to get clients. And by the way, even if you're not a business, even if you're just, and I say just, that doesn't make any sense. But let's say you're not thinking of this as a business, but you're thinking of creating a brand, creating a presence on these platforms, and putting yourself out there just for a creative outlet, or a marketing arm, or just some kind of PR, or maybe you actually think that I have something to say and somebody needs to hear it, and I'm not worried about monetizing. Everything in this series will apply to you as well. And so my first video of this series was how to get clients on LinkedIn, which, by the way, that video is on my channel right now. The next video in the series is how to get clients on social media audio apps like Clubhouse, Green Room, and Spaces. And we got a very special guest coming on later who I can't think of anybody who's utilizing these social audio apps better. You might know who I'm talking about, and I'm going to bring him on in just a second. So if you have any questions, the questionnaire form is working for me. Very, very excited. Make sure you smash-a-roni. Did I just say smash-a-roni? I'm completely bonkers today because it's 4th of July, it's Sunday, and every time I'm with you guys, I just get so blown away. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I really love our Nez Nation audience bringing more humanness to this digitalness. We got merchandise coming, by the way. We've got Nez Nation shirts. We've got quotes, Holy Macadamia Nut. We've got humanness, digitalness. We've got a lot of the best gear is between your ear. We got a lot of great stuff coming out. I'm still working on it. I just don't want to release merchandise. And this is actually a good lesson for everybody who's looking to build different arteries for their business, different branches, and not just relying on AdSense, or not just relying on affiliate marketing or just one revenue source, but really diversifying your portfolio, not just relying on one-on-one coaching, etc. I really want this to be perfect. So I've been diligently researching. I've been looking at all sorts of different companies. Lewis has recommended a great company for me, and I'm just really looking around because I want these shirts and this merchandise and this apparel. I'm going to make hats, etc. I want them to be sublime quality. It's not about just putting stuff out there and selling. I want them to be the best superior quality, and I want them to really be something fun and not just branding or not just, here's the Nez Nation hashtag or logo. I want them to be something fun, exciting, something that you feel like, man, I want to wear that shirt. I want to wear that hat or whatever over and over again because it makes me feel, it's a feeling, right? Clothes give you a certain feeling. So anyway, I'm really working hard on that, and I hope you guys will appreciate that. Because I'm super, super excited to bring that to you. Great to see you. Great to see you, Seti. Fantastic. George Fisher on LinkedIn. Good to see you, my man George Fisher in the house. Now, you might be wondering, Nez, why do you have this ProfessorNez.com/insider? Well, here's the deal. So you guys know I talk a lot about how to build your impact and your income online because I'm living proof, y'all. You don't need 1 million subscribers. You don't even need 100,000 subscribers. That you can earn compensation for doing something. The title of this broadcast, Turning Your Passion into Profit. You got to make money, y'all. I'm a husband, right? I got a wife who likes nice things. I got kids. I got a mortgage. You got to make money, but it starts with impact. It starts with impact. And somebody in the chat right now knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to impact. And so you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I have probably what I think is one of the best newsletters out there. I may be biased. And I'd love for you to join. So go to professornez.com/insider and subscribe to our newsletter. I don't bombard you. I don't bombard your inbox. As a matter of fact, I haven't even sent out an email in quite a while. I really haven't. I'm a big believer in quality, not quantity when it comes to that, and I respect your inbox. But if you want the best content, the best information, the best help, for you to leverage this creator economy, the latest innovations, the latest features, the latest products, services, and my take on them and how to help you grow your impact and income online, go to professornez.com/insider. Become an insider today. Become an insider today. Okay. So my man Viper in the house. We're going to bring Viper on in a second, who's going to talk about these awesome social media apps. Before I do, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you come on in and share it out. Now, I want to, there's a couple of questions that I want to get to, and from last week. And so we've got Imad. Imad, are you here? Give me a hashtag yeah if you're here. Okay, here's a question from Frank Gallo. Frank Gallo, are you in the house? Frank Gallo is actually a client of mine. I've been helping him with his channel. Kelly Rivers in the house. Good to see you, Kelly. Kelly's a client of mine. And so let me actually... Hey, Blake, how you doing? Blake Frigalt is here in the house. I hope I'm saying that right. So here is a question from my man Imad. By the way, again, if you have any questions, there is a questionnaire form in the chat. I would love it if you could fill that out. It would really mean a lot to me because it's just a simple questionnaire form. It just helps me organize all the questions. I would love it if you could fill that out. I would love it if you could, it's just a couple of questions, and if you have any questions, leave them in there. So, this is a great question from Imad. Imad is here. Okay, Imad says, yeah. Okay, Imad. This is a great question from Imad. I love this. So, Imad says, just a thought. There's so many of us that follow you every Sunday. Wouldn't it be good for all of us if we all subscribed to one another's channel and supported each other? Now, this is coming from my man Frank Gallo. And this is something that I think a lot of new creators, I certainly thought that, when I first started on YouTube back in, I've been on YouTube I've been uploading videos to my family channel in 2011, 2012. I started my main channel in 2016. I just started a brand new channel, January 23rd of this year. We already have over 100,000 views a month on that new channel. And it's going to answer this question right here for you, Imad. It's going to answer this question for you. I think a lot of people believe, because when I first started, I would share my videos everywhere. I would share them on Twitter. I would share them on Instagram. Hey, subscribe to my channel. Share them on Facebook. Share them on LinkedIn. Even just sharing YouTube links on all these platforms. Not doing it natively. Not even really telling people why they should subscribe. I just thought if I share it out, my content's so good, won't people just subscribe? Here's the deal. You really want to make sure... Okay, and this relates to the new channel that I started, this brand new channel that I have not shared, I have not retweeted, I have not shared it. Nobody in the chat even knows about it. It's a channel my wife and I have started. It's a passion project. It's so super niche, you would never even think the niche existed. That's how niche it is. And like I said, I think we just passed 98,000 views in the last 28 days. This channel got monetized 2 weeks ago. It's already made $1,000 just in ad revenue. And we've already built out other arteries for this. I'm so excited about this new channel. Frank, if you're here, and I think this goes for a lot of people, if you share your YouTube content and if you subscribe to just everybody's channel, you're looking at the wrong metric. Subscribers, and my man Viper will tell you this when we bring him on, subscribers are not the measure of value. That's not the measure of success for a YouTube channel. The measure of success for a YouTube channel, and we all have, subjective definitions of this. The measure of success is views, watch time, engagement. That's the measure. There are some channels, and by the way, my newest channel only has, I say only, I totally love this number and it's fantastic and I know it's going to grow. We have 1,500 subscribers on this brand new channel we started in January. I'm grateful for that. It's awesome. And they're very, very committed. We did a lot of audience research before we ever started this channel. But that's not the metric for success. I mean, you could say only, even though I hate using that word, only 1,500, but then I'm getting almost over 100,000 views a month on the channel. And this channel is going to get millions of views a month. I know it is. I'm so excited because it took me 10 years to figure out how to use YouTube. It really did. That's, I was a slow learner. Okay. And I tried to learn. I tried to get better. I put in the time. I put in the work. My main channel, I have over 400 uploads. Okay. I'll stop right now. But this is the important part, Frank, you need to listen to. If you dive deep into the chest of your audience and you know exactly who your videos are for, you don't need to share your videos anywhere. YouTube will do all the heavy lifting for you. And I'll talk about this more. You should not just subscribe just to subscribe. You only want subscribers who are really the right subscribers. It's not quantity, it's quality. Who are the right people that will be getting, the best experience from your content? So I hope that makes sense. And I'll dive deeper into that, but I don't want to keep my guest waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I'm about to bring up, and if you don't, now you know. I want to bring up somebody who I have a profound amount of respect for. I met him through a mutual friend of ours, RB, my man RB, Roberto Blake. I call him Roberto Blake. Roberto, if you're here, great to see you. I am so proud of this dude, and it's been just a pleasure watching him work. And again, you guys know about my new series on my channel, How to Get Clients On. I just released the video, How to Get Clients on LinkedIn. My next video in that How to Get Clients On series, let me get a little water. I'm getting so excited. The next video in that series is how to get clients on social media apps, social audio apps, Clubhouse, Green Rooms, Spaces. And I want to bring on the man, the myth, the legend to help us answer, how do we do that? What is the best way to leverage these social audio apps? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give a huge warm welcome to my man. You know who he is, the man about tech. Viper, what's up, man? How you doing, Viper?
Check you out with the introduction. I appreciate you, bro. What's up, man? How you doing, Nez? How you doing, bro?
It's so good to see you, man. How was your fourth so far?
Nice and quiet, which I can't really say for last night, because they were just popping bombs out here last night. But right now, pretty quiet around here, so not bad.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, Vipe, because I got and by the way, to call me Nez, Viper. All my friends call me Nez. I want you to feel free. You don't have to call me Professor unless you're late to class. But yeah, we have a new puppy, Viper, and you guys know how animals feel about fireworks.
Yeah.
And they're going crazy around here because it's opening up, man. Everything's opening up, and people are dying to get out, and they're dying to have fun. I can't blame them, to be honest. I can't blame them. And so, Viper, I just want to say, on behalf of the Nez Nation family, I want to give you a big, warm welcome to the show. This is a show, I don't know if you're aware of this, Viper, but we do this show every single Sunday, every week, live, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and it's a hashtag AMA, Ask Me Anything, office hours, where we just hang out help each other, kind of like what we do on Clubhouse, right? And so before we get into the questions, do me a favor, Viper, if you don't mind, give these people a little background on who you are, what you do, and what you're all about, and then we'll get into it.
You want me to do that, huh? You want me to do that?
Yes, please.
Oh boy. All right. So what's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech. I am a tech content creator. I've been making tech videos on YouTube for about 3.5 years now. For the last 18 months or so, they were mostly about Apple, but I've decided to kind of broaden my horizon. So I'm going back to covering basically the general tech. But I'm on YouTube, I'm on Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, Instagram, TikTok, all of the things pretty much. Oddly enough, I make tech content primarily on YouTube, but I also get paid by vidIQ to host Clubhouse rooms, teaching you guys how to grow your YouTube channel. So I do a little bit of that stuff as well. But yeah, your boy Viper does all of the things, really.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, and Viper, I can't think of anybody better to have on the show to answer some of these questions because and also I'd love for your permission too, Viper, like when I do create that that dedicated video, how to get clients on social audio apps that you're so crushing it on, I may take clips of this live stream and put that in there. And here's the thing too, I know Viper's going to say this. I want to be very clear. One of the things, Viper, that really upsets me about this industry is people who promise, I call it coconuts and yacht syndrome, where you see a dude in front of a yacht or you see a dude in front of a Lambo and they're holding up their phone and saying, hey, all you got to do is do this and this. You don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. And you can make $1 million. It drives me crazy. Roberto, which I know is our mutual friend. I've known Roberto for 5 years now. He was actually one of the very first guests on my first Facebook Live show in 2017. Woo! I'm dating myself. But let me tell you something. Roberto and I really stand for the same thing, which is, look, it takes a lot of work. It takes a ton of work, but it's a beautiful thing, this thing called the creator economy. And you, Viper, my man, you have been leveraging these social audio apps so beautifully. And so here's my first question, Clubhouse, Viper. I called Viper Clubhouse. Hey, Viper, what is the draw? Why are you on these social audio apps? And then we'll get into some specifics.
Why am I on the social audio app? That's actually a very good question. So here's the thing, I didn't even get on Clubhouse until January of this year. My friend Shelly St. Today, who I think you know, she actually sent me an invite to join Clubhouse. So I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Let me check it out. Let's see what happens. So I got on there in January. I went to a bunch of different rooms, interacted with a bunch of different people, met a bunch of different people, started hosting my own room. And through my gradual interaction and hosting my own rooms, I kind of built up a following on Clubhouse. A lot of times, me and you will be in the same YouTube tips and tricks room, telling people how to grow on YouTube and do all that stuff. So I spent a lot of time there. But yeah, over the past 6 months I've been on Clubhouse, I got about almost 4,000 followers on there up until now. Like I told you guys earlier, I was putting out gems about how to grow on YouTube and things like that, doing that so much that I was actually approached by vidIQ to host room for them, teaching people how to grow their YouTube channel to talk about that type of stuff. So the creator economy, as Nez was alluding to, is amazing. The opportunities that are out there for creators, no matter what platform you're on. And that's the thing. I think that's like the mistake that YouTubers, quote, quote, YouTubers make. They romanticize YouTube and they don't allow themselves the opportunity to experience life outside of YouTube, because you got to understand, there is an entire creator ecosystem that is just outside of YouTube. I mean, like I said earlier, Instagram's out there, Facebook is out there, Clubhouse, Twitter, TikTok, everything is out there. So you have to allow yourself to have a chance on all of the platforms. I'm not saying you got to be present on all of them, because that's literally impossible. I think I have like 2 or 3 platforms that I go heavy on, and then the rest I just have a presence on, but I'm not on there. But you owe it to yourself as a creator, especially if you're trying to do this for a business or trying to do it full time. You owe it to yourself to experience all the platforms to figure out which one is going to best be for you and deliver your message and grow your fan base. So when you figure that out, then you can really start to take advantage of the opportunities out here.
Yeah, I love the way you said that, dude. And we got Benji Travis in the house. A lot of the people that, hang out on Clubhouse. And I can tell you from my standpoint, Viper, love the way you said that. It's just being present, being there. And I know you got a lot more to add to that. Some of the, Jonathan here, Entrepreneur's Toolbox, Lewis, a lot of the people, Kelly, My Vivid Life, great to see you, Kelly. My man Anthony Locke, who I was actually invited on his podcast not that long ago. Alicio, I'm going to be on Alicio's show coming up. By the way, guys, you want to check it out Wednesday, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Alicio, who is an amazing live streamer, amazing content creator. We're going to be doing that show at 6 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday on his Facebook Live. Make sure you go check out that show. I met a lot of these great people on these audio apps, right? And I say audio apps, I think most of us, I was the same with you, Viper. I got invited, I think at the end of December, early January, onto Clubhouse. And at first I was a little skittish. At first I was a little skeptical, like, what is this all about? And I think the timing of it was perfect because it came during the real heated wave of the pandemic where, nothing was anywhere near where it is now, where things are opening up a little bit more. And so it's really interesting to see this. So here's my first question. I love how you gave that context. So in this new series that I'm doing on my channel, I'm talking about how to leverage these social audio apps. I've actually been able to accrue like 10 clients, if not more, on Clubhouse, and I wasn't even trying. I go there to hang out. I go there to get what I think is the ROI that you can't measure, the ROI that's good for your soul, which is being around fellow content creators, business owners, live streamers, podcasters, all the good people, just to kind of hang out and talk our language and speak our language and help each other, support each other, which I know you've got probably one of the most famous rooms on Clubhouse. Every weekday morning you do Coffee Talk. And if you guys don't know about Coffee Talk, you got to go check that out because it is a room where, correct me if I'm wrong, Viper, I'm going to have you get deep into it. It's not necessarily a room about this or that. Do you want to talk a little bit about Coffee Talk and how that has been able to build and grow the way it has?
Yeah, Coffee Talk. Wow. I really did not expect Coffee Talk to get to where it's at today. I think I started it maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I decided to host like random rooms every weekday morning just to bring people together from all walks of life to talk about whatever they want. It is a literal melting pot of conversation. There's no set topic of discussion. I bring people on stage. It doesn't matter how big you are or how new or not new you are to the creative space. I literally allow any and everybody to come into that room, get on stage, have a voice, contribute to the conversation, and it's kind of grown into its own little community at this point. I mean, right now, we pretty much have the same people coming in there each and every day, and we're adding new people as well. So you got the regulars, and then you got other people that want to know what all the fuss is about. So it's constantly growing, and it gets kind of crazy how it's like it kind of spiderwebs into its own big thing. So, it's pretty nice. It's amazing, actually.
Yeah, it really is. I die to be in that room. The problem is, the time that you host Coffee Talk, man, I got things to do, Viper.
Hey, man, I host it when I'm at work, so it's always a touch and go there.
Maybe I got to find it where there's a will, there's a way, right, Viper?
There you go, man. There you go.
I got to give a big what's up shout out to my man KD from Sugarland, Texas. KD is in the house. Savor the flavor of the awesomeness in you, sir, for sharing this with us. Great to see you, KD. KD Jr. in the house. My main man from Sugarland, Texas. Great to see you. Hey, Viper, so let's get kind of deeper here because this is so good. You've been able to, and I don't want to disclose anything that you're not, but basically what you've been able to do is you've been able to monetize and you've been able to earn revenue and earn money on these amazing social audio apps. I don't know if you've, maybe we'll talk a little bit about Green Room and Twitter Spaces. I was in your Twitter Space not that long ago. It was awesome. But you've been able to get sponsorships. I know you've got a deal with vidIQ. Congratulations, which is awesome. What would you say to somebody who's like, you know what, I'm a business owner. I'm a coach. I'm a consultant. I do one-on-one. I have, online business entities. We talk about YouTube. Obviously, we both love YouTube. There's other platforms as well. What would you say to somebody who is looking to leverage, Clubhouse and these other social audio apps the way that you have? What do you say are the key ingredients and maybe best practices? You've touched upon this a little bit, but if you don't mind, Viper, on this beautiful Sunday morning, at least it's morning over here on the West Coast. drop some fireworks on us and tell us, what are some best tips, strategies, best practices on these apps if you want to, grow your brand, maybe even grow your business?
You know what, Nez? It really comes down to one word and one word only: authenticity. Let me explain that to you all. If you want to grow, especially on these audio platforms, authenticity, being yourself, being true to who you are and what you believe in your core values, because you really can't fake it on these audio platforms, because this is real, raw, unprepared, unedited, unscripted interaction that's happening on Clubhouse, on Twitter Spaces, on Green Room. You can't rehearse this stuff. You can't fake it. So the best way to grow your brand and leverage these platforms is to get on there and be your true, authentic self and let people try to relate to you. I know it's kind of wild, right? Because obviously when we get online, we are presenting our best self, usually through our pictures and things like that. But you can't really do that on these audio platforms. Can't really do that. You either know it or you don't. You either is or you ain't, okay? They will spit you up. They will chew you up and spit you out if you try to be fake on these audio platforms. They will see it. They will see through you. I know we're talking about audio, but they will literally see through you if you try to be fake on these audio platforms. So if you want to grow and leverage anything on any of these audio platforms, you better be your true, genuine, authentic self, because I promise you, if you are, the rest will literally take care of itself. So that's really what it is, man. It's being authentic.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. You see, guys, Viper, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but our mission statement here at Nez Nation, which is we got this amazing, awesome community of content creators, business owners, executives, professionals, live streamers, podcasters. You can see one of our statements and our mission statements that we say, Viper, is bringing more humanness to this digitalness. And what you just said right there, to me, Viper, exemplifies is the perfect, real kind of route to take if you want to, monetize. It's almost like, Viper, what you're saying is, if you want to monetize, don't try to monetize, right?
Yes! Perfect! Yes! Absolutely! Glad I can have said it better myself. Seriously! When I got on Clubhouse back in January, I was not expected to be monetized. I was not my goal. I just got on there to interact with people. The monetization thing just happened naturally in the course of me interacting organically and authentically with the people. But I didn't get on there with the goal of monetizing. It just happened. But I was being my genuine, authentic self on the platform, then the rest just kind of fell in place.
Yeah, and you've got like a mountain of supporters. I love it. How many people have, said, man, Viper is one in a million. And he has created an atmosphere. You've created these beautiful rooms where people can be themselves. People can talk freely. They can express themselves and just really build a community. You've built such an amazing community on these different social audio apps. Let me ask you a quick question. Beyond authenticity, once you kind of build, which I love, by the way, once you build that out, once you kind of build your audience, and once you've really because I love it, because to me, personal branding is not selling at all. You're not selling. You're just showing up. You're showing up and you're demonstrating, hey, this is me. This is what I do. If you're down with it, if you want to partner up, let's figure it out. It's just being natural, as opposed to, hey, guys, I've got something for you. It's going to save your life. It's going to bring yachts into your dreams, and all your fantasies are going to come true. Because I think you remember, Viper, when there was a time on Clubhouse very early on where it seemed like every room, or at least a lot of rooms I saw, were these big money dogs and millionaire this and millionaire that. And are you a millionaire? Don't you want to be a millionaire? What are your thoughts on that, Vipe? I see it's kind of died down a little bit for good cause.
Oh yeah, those were so cringy. I literally just kept scrolling when I see them. Actually, on Clubhouse, you can now hide your room. So every time I see one of them, I just hide them. Get it off my feet. I don't want to see that stuff. I'm there for natural, organic interaction. I'm not there to become a millionaire and all that trash. Oh, no. Nothing that trash, but that's not my goal and aim of being on Clubhouse. But yeah, it was a lot of those rooms in the early days, and it was almost like a rat infestation. It was terrible. So I'm glad they kind of cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Let me ask you this, if you don't mind, and you don't have to share anything if you don't feel comfortable, Viper. When vidIQ approached you, which if you guys don't know, I actually use vidIQ. I actually prefer vidIQ to the other tools out there. So I was like, when vidIQ was like, "Hey, we're going to be working with Viper," I was like, "Man, that's like a marriage made in heaven." Tell me a little bit, like, what was their kind of approach, and what did they see in you where they're like, you know what, this is somebody we would love to partner with on Clubhouse and these social audio apps? Was there something specific that they were like, Viper, this is what we like that you're doing, or Viper, this is what we think is so, aligned with what we're doing? What are your, if you don't mind, if you're like, hey, Nez, I can't disclose that, I respect that.
No, obviously I can't get into all the mathematical detail, but I'll give you the basic gist of it. So it's interesting because we are in a new age of the creator economy, and we are in a new age of advertising. Digital advertising is where it's at. And when I mean digital advertising, I'm basically talking about online advertising, things like that, going through content creation and things of that nature. So brands have to take a different approach to how they market, but they have to do their research because you got to know who you can work with and who you probably should avoid. So vidIQ have been watching me for a while before they approached me about working together in Clubhouse. I mean, I had interactions with their CEO on Clubhouse long before we ever I got approached about a deal. So I think one day the CEO of vidIQ was in one of the YouTube rooms where I was talking or something like that, and he had shot me a direct mention about how he would appreciate what I was saying in the room, and he would want to talk to me. He wanted to talk to me in the future sometime. I have a one-to-one with me, things like that. We never really had the one-to-one or whatever, but I think maybe a month or two later, I got an email from their chief financial officer or whatever the hell they call themselves. And they were like, yo, Viper, we appreciate what you're doing in Clubhouse. We want to know if it's possible that we could work together for you to host room for us, talking about how to grow on YouTube and things like that. So this is not something that happened immediately. This was vidIQ doing their homework on me over a period of time. And then it came to the point they're like, all right, we have seen enough. It's time for us to reach out to Viper and see if we can get the connection made. They reached out. I talked to them. I, like you, Nez, use vidIQ. I was using it before they ever reached out to me. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, we definitely working together. We doing this. So we got the deal done. We made it happen. And now I host room for vidIQ every Thursday night on Clubhouse. But again, it was them doing their research into me and them observing my interactions in these rooms over the month before they ever reached out about putting a deal together. So they did their homework. And again, this is why I tell creators, no matter where you are, if you are out in public on social media, if you're online, you are being watched. Brands are watching. Even if you're a brand new creator, the moment you upload your first piece of content on the internet, someone is watching you, and you have to be cognizant of that because you never know when it might come your chance to have a deal put on your table in the future because you are being watched. But if you conduct yourself in such a way that is unbecoming to a brand or what they line up with, then they're not going to approach you. But even brand new creator, from day one, when you put out that first piece of content online, brands are watching you. Yes, even you baby creators, they're watching you. So just be aware.
Woo! I knew it. Somebody, hey, everybody in the chat right now, I want you to give me some fire emojis because that right there was a social audio app masterclass. Viper, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're paying attention to you, y'all. If you're putting yourself out there and you're putting in the time, the effort, the energy to actually help human beings, to actually be an asset to the community, brands are paying attention. Think about it. How smart is this? I mean, they're lucky to get Viper, guys. Think about how lucky vidIQ is to get Viper, who is really commanding this app in such a beautiful way. And correct me if I'm wrong, Viper. You know, I did some research on your channel, which I love your channel. Are you a dude with 10 million subscribers?
That's about check now.
Neither am I. And so, like, here's the thing. I said this. I don't know if you heard me say this, Viper, but we got a lot of fires in the chat. Lewis in the house. Anthony, thank you so much. Give me fire. I mean, you guys should be taking notes. This is phenomenal information. And let me tell you something, Viper. I think they're lucky to get you because you have really facilitated this amazing conversation and you're helping people and you've built an amazing, when people think of Viper, Clubhouse and social audio, is almost like right in the same, linear kind of bar graph there. It's like Viper Clubhouse, man. Those two go together. It's like barbecue sauce and chicken. And so I'm telling you right now, authenticity. Listen to this, guys. Authenticity. Being yourself. Not even trying to monetize. You're not trying to sell nothing. Viper and I both, it sounds like we had the same approach. We're like, well, I'll check this out. I don't know what this app is all about, but I'll check it out. And then come to think of it, don't you think, Viper, like the perfect timing of this app to come out during the pandemic? Because I got to be honest with you, Viper. Here's my next question. I don't know if these social audio apps would have taken off if there wasn't a pandemic. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think, like you said, I think they came out at the perfect time because everybody's at home. They're craving human interaction. And again, the pandemic took away a lot of that human interaction that we got in person. So Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces came along at the exact right time where we were tired of being at home, but we really didn't have a choice because everything is still closed for the most part. And you wanted that human interaction. And I mean, yeah, you can tweet and put out YouTube videos and things like that, but talking to people one-to-one, it just hits differently. Even though it's audio only and we can't see each other and things like that on an audio platform, it is still just something raw and authentic about audio, about direct one-to-one conversation. And that's what Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces provided. It provided real interaction with other human beings during a pandemic where we couldn't get that in-person face-to-face. So they came along at a perfect time for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Well, hey, Viper, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want you to, if you don't mind, before you get out of here, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for being here. You're awesome. You rock. I can't wait to see you on Clubhouse again. Let me ask you something really quickly, though, before you go. Is there any kind of upcoming, anything at all, project or passion or any kind of thing that you're like, you know what, Nez, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I've learned on my time on these social audio apps, and I'm planning on doing this or that with the audio apps. For example, I heard there's a new app called Angle, and there's Fireside, and there's I almost feel like, Facebook has an audio version, obviously like they always do, right? I'm sure Instagram is. I wouldn't be surprised if LinkedIn jumps in on the audio game. What do you see as the future of social audio, and how do you have any plans or anything like, you know what, I've learned this much and this is what I'm going to do going forward? So a two-part question. What's the future of social audio? And number two, where is Viper's place in it?
Ooh, where Viper's place in it? That's a good question. I'm about to think about that.
You see, I ask the hard questions, don't I, Viper?
But as far as what is the future of social audio, they're not going anywhere. I mean, I know we are starting to open back up a little bit now, and people are starting to get back out into the real world, but social audio is not going anywhere. Clubhouse is not going anywhere. Twitter Spaces isn't going anywhere because they allow for something that really hadn't previously existed. Now, a lot of people try to compare them to podcasts, but they're not really the same. Because a podcast, in its truest sense, is just a audio recording. It's pre-recorded, and you put it out to a podcast hosting service or whatever like that. But these audio platforms are interaction in real time. So you could do a podcast on a Clubhouse or a Twitter Space or a Green Room, but you can also get real-time interaction from your listeners. So in that respect, it's not really a podcast. It's more like an interactive chat. It's almost like a town hall, but in an audio platform. So the future of audio platforms is that they're going to be around, even when, like I said, we're opening back up now, but there will always be a place for these platforms because there will always be that desire for human beings to connect. I think that's probably a thing that we don't really talk about too much. I mean, the whole crux of social media is human interaction digitally, but these social platforms allow for human interaction that is a little less digital and a lot more personal than these other ways of communicating. So
yeah,
the audio platforms aren't going away. They're not going anywhere. People keep talking about which one is going to win, Clubhouse or Twitter or Spotify. No, they're going to coexist. There's not going to be a set winner here. They will each have their own niche that they're carving out within the industry, and you'll go to the appropriate platform for what you want to do. But no, you're right. Benji asked the question already before I even got to it. But no,
it was a perfect segue. I mean, Benji just asked this question.
Right. There will be no winner. They will all coexist because they all do things differently. Spotify Green Room, they're setting up to be like a podcast hosting type deal. So I think that's going to be the place where you go to talk about sports and you go to host a podcast live with your audience. Twitter Spaces, I think it's just going to be a big giant water cooler. At Twitter, there's already a water cooler now, but now they added Spaces on top of there. So that's just going to be an audio water cooler. I think Clubhouse is where you're going to go to get the more professional like events that you want to have like an audience for. Like Elon Musk was on there a few months ago. I know Mark Zuckerberg Clubhouse a few months ago too. So I think Clubhouse is going to be where the more like the big time like heavy hitting events are, where they want to be present. Twitter Spaces is going to be the audio water cooler, and Spotify Agreement is going to be more like a sports podcast music type deal. So they all have their individual niches that they're going to carve out, and that's just how you're going to do it.
Wow. You heard it here first, y'all. You heard it here first from, I think one of the masters, the legends of social audio apps. And you know what, Viper? You have built, an amazing family, Vipe Nation, on these social audio apps. And I just commend you, man, because you're doing it exactly the same way that I try to teach, with my live streams, with my content, with my clients. You're doing it the human way. And I just absolutely love you. Benji says you have to pick one.
I was just about to address this. So if I have to tell you which one is the best one, it's still Clubhouse. I mean, Clubhouse is still the best audio platform out there because it's the most stable platform. It has the most features for hosting audiences and things like that. And it is the king. It is the OG. You can't mess with the OG. I mean, they can clone it 1,000 times, but there will never be another Clubhouse. So enjoy.
I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Viper, for being here. Just a real pleasure having you. I can't wait to see you on Clubhouse again. And I just want to say, man, thank you so much for your time. You got big plans for the 4th or no?
I'm going to relax. But you actually brought me on here and didn't expect me to ask you questions. I got questions for you, Nez.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I wanted to be respectful of your time. I didn't want to keep you too long. Yeah, you can ask me anything, baby.
So, question number 1. What are your plans for September 2021?
September 2021. Well, I don't really know. I'm not sure. I know I'm speaking at the People of Video, which is the People of Video is in October. I think it's early October 8th. But I think I know where you're going. Are you talking about VidSummit?
I am.
I talked to Daryl. So here's the crazy thing. So VidSummit is only an hour away from me. So I'd be crazy not to go there, right? I live in Orange County, which is an hour south of Los Angeles. And I've been to VidSummit since 2017, and I've met, me and the Nimmons. That's where I became friends with Roberto, and I put him on my show. And just amazing people, right? Are you telling me you're going to be there?
I everything's booked already. I'm there.
Wow. You know what? It's really interesting to hear you say this, Viper, because I'll be honest with you. I actually wasn't planning on attending, and I'll tell you why. Because it's an amazing conference. I recommend everybody go do it. But I did it like 3-4 years in a row. Even I was there in 2019 before they couldn't do it in 2020. And I got so much value out of it. I really met a lot of great people, and I plan on going again, but I actually wasn't planning this year on going. But man, I don't know if the how many people think I need to be there if Viper's going to be there? Leave it in the chat. Give me a hashtag you need to be there in the comments right now. Give me a hashtag yeah if you think I need to go. Is Viper, is this your first time attending?
No, this will be my second time.
When was the last time you went?
2018.
2018. See, I was there in 2018. And so it's weird that we didn't cross paths. We should have. We probably did. We just didn't, have the time to talk. I mean, there's so many people to meet there, right? There's so many people to hang out with. All of our heroes, all of our mentors, all the people that came before us. Anthony's giving me a hashtag yeah. So I you know what, man? I don't know. The jury's still out. I know we got like amazing, I love Patty Galloway. I love, Mark Rober's going to be speaking there. I mean, Eric. I've been watching Eric's videos for the last 6 months. I'm blown away by Eric. I don't think MKBH, is Marquez going to be there? No. Okay. Has he ever spoken there? I don't think he has.
No, September is peak tech season, so it's hard to get away from her in September for events like that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, Nick Nimmon's going to be a speaker there.
Yep.
So yeah, it's. I don't know if Benji, are you going to be a speaker there? I'm sure. I know Sean and Benji have been speakers before there, but yeah, I mean, it's. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing event. It's probably the event for YouTubers and video content creators. I've gone so many years, and I wasn't necessarily planning on it. I talked to Daryl. And we may work something out. So if I do go, man, Viper, if you don't say hello to me, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Man, I mean, if you're an hour away, you got to come say hello, man. What's up?
I got to come say hello. I think I do. I think I have to. I was kind of in the back of my mind planning on it. I think I do. I think you're right, especially now that I know Viper's going to be there. I think I have to be there.
No doubt.
Well, hey, man, any other questions for me?
What do you got going on today for the 4th? You got any special plans, man?
Well, I got family, so we're going to be going to, I got kids, and my wife and I, we're going to be taking the kids over to grandma's house, which is not that far away from us. And so we're going to be doing a pool, barbecue, kind of the usual, but we're just chilling. Like I don't, some of my friends and colleagues are like, we're going to the beach, and I'm like, no, I can't do the crowds. I'm too old for the crowds. I can't do the crowds, and it gets super crowded at these Southern California beaches. And so we're just doing a stay-at-home kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. You know what? Let me ask you the hard question.
Ask me the hard question.
You call yourself Professor Nez, but the question is, are you an actual professor, though? Or were you ever an actual professor?
Oh, yeah. I'm still a professor.
Oh,
yeah. I have taught business, marketing, business communications for over 10 years. And you know what's really funny, Viper? I don't think you know this, and I'd love to share this with you. We have a couple questions, too, I want to get to that are in the questionnaire form. You guys stick around, too, because I got a big giveaway coming up. Yeah, like, you know what, Viper? For me, one of the main reasons I started my main channel in 2016 was because I had a student who came up to me and said, Professor Nez, I just spent $100,000 on a piece of paper, a.k.a. a degree, and nobody will hire me. And I'll tell you something, Viper, that broke my heart. And there's nobody on planet Earth, because I ain't your average professor. There's nobody on planet Earth who's more upset with the university system, especially in North America, than I am. And my mission on YouTube, my mission creating content is to help, people advance their career and grow their business. All the things that I taught in my classes, but I stay abreast. I stay current. I've been in the online ecosystem for a long time. And so, yeah, man, one of my missions is, I don't just call myself professor just to call myself professor. The reason, where the name came from, Viper? The name came from my student. So my real last name is Nezafati. So if you look at, I've taught at Chapman University, Cal State Fullerton, Laverne University, my students called me Professor Nez for short, and I love the name, and it just kind of stuck through all these years. And so I said, you know what? I like that. Like, my first name is Peter, so Peter Nezafati, but man, all my friends call me Nez anyway. So I was like, Professor Nez, that sounds a little bit better for my brand and my business, for better or worse. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you having me on.
All right, brother.
We will chat in the future. You take care. Have a happy 4th of July, man.
Oh, man, you are the best, brother. And I can't wait to see you on Clubhouse again. And just keep it real, man. And love you to death. Thank you for being here, man. Have a happy 4th.
You too.
All right, see ya. That was Viper, y'all. Wow. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. Viper is just an amazing dude. What a pleasure having him on the show. Thank you so much for being here, Viper. It really, really means a lot to me. We got a couple questions in the questionnaire form. Hopefully you got a ton of value from that. And like I said, if you're interested in this How to Get Clients series that I'm doing on my channel, I've got a lot of videos coming. I've got videos on how to get clients on social audio apps, which Viper is going to be a part of that. I've got videos on how to get clients on YouTube, how to get clients on Instagram. If there's anything else too, if you're like Nez, I would love to know how to get clients on, place something there. X is the spot, right? Just tell me what you would love to learn. I'm here to serve you. I'm not here for me. I'm here to serve you. So if there's anything you're like, Nez, I would love to learn how to get clients. I would love to learn how to build on, Twitter, on this or that or what have you, just let me know and I'll create that video. And who knows, I might even give you a shout out. Wow, that was awesome. Viper dropping serious wisdom, dropping serious knowledge. I hope you guys were taking notes. You know what? I think it's time to do, we got the OGs here. If you're an OG, give me a hashtag OG. Give me a hashtag OG because you know what? I think it's time to do, I know you guys thought I was going to do this last week. How many people thought I was going to be giving away cash last week? And you're like, wait a minute, what happened? He hit 11,000, over a month ago. Why hasn't he been giving out cash? How many people thought I was going to give cash out last week? Give me a hashtag yeah if you thought I was going to give cash out last week. Yeah, Super Dave, you're one of the original OGs. So great to have you here, Super Dave. Love having you here. I love seeing the OGs in the house. You guys rock my world every single time. Ahmad, I'm going to get to your question. I promise I'm going to get to your question. But you know what? We're going to do a giveaway. What we're going to do now is we are going to do a cash giveaway. And, I know you guys might be thinking to yourself, Nez, what are you doing here? Why are you giving away cash? I thought the whole point of the matter was to, build your audience organically, do it the right way. What are you trying to do here? I'm not trying to do anything. I'm here to say thank you. I'm here to say I appreciate you. I'm here to help in any way that I can. I'm here to serve in any way I can. And I just love doing giveaways. I think it adds a little element of fun. It's just cool. I like it. And I've seen other live streamers and other content creators. They give away like their courses or they give away their books as a free giveaway, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I always look at it like kind of like Christmas. When you get Christmas gifts from your parents or Christmas gifts because you're not, a teenager anymore, you're not a kid anymore, and you just get really bad gifts like really terrible sweaters or clothes that you need to return or items that you'll never use. Now I tell my parents, I go, look, if you want to give me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, which you don't have to, I always say, don't get me anything. Just give me some cash. That's fine. I'll go do with it what I please. And so I was actually, in my head, I was thinking, you know what? I'll give away some of my books. I've got a couple books, that I've written. I've give away some of my courses. I'll give away, some of this, some of that. And so I just think it's a lot of fun. And I think it would be great. So if this is the time, if you want to, yeah, Imad says, I thought it was going to be last week. Politics made simple. Good to see you. I love this comment by Jonathan. Yeah, but I come and hang with you anyways. Thank you, Jonathan. That really appreciates me. Kelly, I'm giving you a life. What are you talking about? Kelly, it's great to see you. So here's how it works. StreamYard, which, by the way, if you're thinking about, Nez, I love the way you do your live streams. I love how you, it looks so cool. It looks so great. By the way, don't forget, make sure you become an insider. If you want to get the best information, the best, most current, relevant help, news, info for you to expand and grow your business, to advance your career, go become an insider because these platforms, they don't always notify you. These platforms, they may go away, God forbid, knock on wood. These platforms, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And so you definitely want to always have an entity that you own and that you can always access. You want your own IP. And so I want you guys to become an insider. Construction cronies, boy, your timing is perfect. CK, happy 4th of July. Are you ready for some cash? So I'm going to only do 2 giveaways today because I got to run. So I'm going to do one kind of small one. I don't think it's small. I think $25 is pretty good. I'll do a $25 one. Then I'll answer some questions, and then I'm going to do a $50 one. So 2 cash giveaways today. And you're going to watch me do it live. If you weren't here for our first cash giveaway, we did a cash giveaway for our 10,000 subscriber celebration stream. And we did a bunch. We even did the grand prize of $100 giveaway. I'm going to Venmo you. I'm going to show you the Venmo, so it's all legit. It's all in real time. And we had that was an amazing show. And so, Nez, why are you doing this? A, because I just want to and it's fun. And B, because I love you guys. And so here's some cash. So right now, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, you need to put the hashtag. Here's the time, y'all. You need to put the hashtag NezNation in the chat if you want to be a part of this draw. If you want to be a part of this draw for this first draw, this is what I love about StreamYard. And by the way, if I didn't even finish my sentence. If you are interested and curious, I am a partner of StreamYard's. I've been live streaming, early adopter of Periscope, early adopter of LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I've pretty much used every software platform you can imagine. OBS, Streamlabs, Restream, FireTalk, you name it, Ecamm. The one that I find is the best, the one that I find that, it just allows for me to execute a professional looking, fun, engaging live stream the best is StreamYard. So I have a free trial in the description of this video if you want to try that out. Replay viewers, live viewers, if you're interested in that, make sure that you fill that out. Okay, great. We've got 8 entries so far. I'm gonna count down here. Wow, somebody's gonna get. This is a. Looks like we had a lot more people in here. So you guys are the OGs. You guys are definitely the OGs. I'm glad you stuck around. Okay, so right now we've got 8 entries. And by the way, let me screen share here so we can see this. I'm going to make sure that this is completely legit. Okay, here we go. So you can see this now. Okay, so we've got 8 entries. Okay, put the hashtag NezNation in the chat if you want to be included in our very first. There are no repeats, so don't keep putting it. If you've already put it in, you can stop. We're going to be, so we got 9 entries, okay? We're going to be giving away our first giveaway, $25 giveaway. Happy 4th of July, and then I'm going to do a big one. I'm going to do a $50 giveaway. So you don't want to go anywhere, but you got to stick around to the end. So our first one is going to be $25. This is the one right now. If you haven't already, put NezNation in the chat. Hashtag NezNation in the chat. I'm so excited. I love this. I think I've always secretly had a desire to be a talk show, game show, or I am a talk show host, but to be a game show host, to be like an Alex Trebek or something like that, or Bob Barker, more likely. I loved the Wheel of Fortune, and not the Wheel of Fortune. The Price is Right. That's another dude. Any plans for the 4th, CK? It's good to see you, CK. I miss you, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do it right now. Here is the first $25 giveaway. Let's see who is the big winner. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God, it's Kelly Rivers. Kelly Rivers. Kelly, you did it. See, you were saying, Nez, what are you going to give to me? This is what Kelly wrote earlier. Kelly says, Nez, what are you going to give me? I'm going to give you $25. But more than that, I'm going to give you a business that's going to make you a lot of money. So stick with me, kid. I'll take you to the top. Fantastic. Okay, do you have a Venmo? Kelly? Let me see here. Where's my phone? Okay, fantastic. By the way, leave your questions in the questionnaire form. Make sure you become a NezNation insider. So Ahmad, I'm gonna answer your question in just a second. Congratulations, Kelly. So happy for you. She gets $25. $25. Fantastic. Oh, I gotta send a tweet to my man Viper. He just sent something out. I love it. What a good dude. How many of you guys love Viper? Isn't he the best? Give me a hashtag Vipe Nation. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Kelly, are you there? Where is Kelly? I mean, Kelly's a client of mine. I can always give it to her later. But Kelly, you won. Congratulations. Tom Nash. Hey, good to see you, Tom. Tom is fantastic. Good to see you, Tom. Fantastic. Great to see you. How you doing? Tom Nash is in the house. Good to see you. Stick around, guys, because we are going to do a $50 to a giveaway in just a second. And so, yep, I told you. Kelly, what's your Venmo? Do you have a Venmo? Go ahead and leave your Venmo in the chat. And I want to show everybody in real time so they know it's legit. Yeah, send me. What's your Venmo? What's your Venmo handle? What's your at name? Tom Nash. I will definitely do that. I will be happy to do that. What's going on with you, Tom? What's happening? Help me out. Where are you not in the right place, or why are you not in the right place? And I really appreciate this, Tom. I appreciate your earnestness. I appreciate your honesty. Tom has an amazing channel. I mean, hundreds of thousands. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom. Millions of views. He's just crushing it. Tom has an amazing channel where he does what I love people like him doing, which is calling out all these, these YouTube ad scoundrels that, they're sitting in front of a Lamborghini, sitting in front of a yacht and saying, hey, all you got to do is this. You don't have to work. You don't have to put in the time and effort. All you need to do is sign up for my XYZ crap, and Kelly, give me the at name or I'm going to move on. What's your Venmo? Kelly Rivers. Let's see. Is it this one right here? Oh, hold on. Maybe you have... Do you have a... Hey, Angie is in the house. Good to see you, Angie. Is it Kelly Rivers at Yahoo? Kelly? Let me know if this is it. Is this it, Kelly? Is that your Venmo? Let me know. Yeah, you know what? I love this, Tom. I love this. So, Tom says imposter syndrome, negative comments, self-doubt. I love this. Thank you for being so honest. And by the way, Tom, we all go through that, especially yours truly. As a matter of fact, I had something that really disturbed me. If I get a hater that's just a random hater, that's just a random troll, I usually feel sorry for them, because think about it. If you're actually going to spend your day, spend your time, actually expend the energy to spread hate, there's something wrong with you internally. People who hate, you can't live off of that poison. It's poison. It's toxic. People who spew hate, they've got serious debilitating psychological problems, because you can't live on that stuff. So actually forgiving them, I know that sounds crazy. Forgiving them is really the best way to do it, because they're suffering. They're suffering way more than you are. You're successful, Tom. You're smart. You're intelligent. You're an amazing creator. I've been in this space for almost 2 decades, Tom, okay? Since MySpace AOL days. You're amazing. I want to say this to you again. You're amazing. So feel sorry for these guys. You're not letting them off the hook by forgiving them. You're letting yourself off the hook. Because once you forgive them... Okay, hold on a second. Kelly Rivers. Yes, Tom. That's exactly right. I love that. Everybody give Tom some love, because Tom's an amazing dude. Okay, at Kelly Rivers. Let's see. At Kelly. Go get yourself a salad on me, Kelly. At Kelly Rivers. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it. I got you. Okay, Kelly, congratulations. I'm sending you. Oh wait, I have to put in a. Okay. All right, Kelly. Here we go. Confirm the last 4 digits of Kelly's phone. Pay without confirming. Okay. Boom. There it is. There it is right there. Okay, you should have got it. Let me know that you got it. There it is right there. Kelly Rivers, just so everybody knows, there it is. Kelly Rivers, $25. Congratulations on winning the first giveaway. Good job, Kelly. Proud of you, girl. Yeah, I love this, Tom, because there was a point in time where Howie Mandel once said that he was asked, did negative comments and haters affect him? And he said, it affected me so much. Good to see you, Angie. It affected me so much that I was sitting in a bathroom on the floor for 3 nights thinking about killing myself. This is Howie Mandel. He's a super successful dude now. It's a great documentary by Jamie Kennedy, all about critics and haters and these people who write horror stories about you. And it's absolutely true, Tom. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. And you got to think about this. There may be a millions of people who are like Professor Nez, maybe similar to Professor Nez. People say, like, Nez, you remind me of Gary Vee, which I don't see that at all. I love Gary, don't get me wrong, but he really goes off on he's a very Jersey, grind, hustle, dirty, uses a lot of expletives, and he's really part of a different approach than myself. I respect him. I've learned a lot from him. I've been inspired by him, but I don't see myself anywhere near that. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And so, get yourself a margarita then. Confirm for the chat that you got it too, please. Thank you. You got to think about it this way. There may be a million trillion people like me, but there's nobody who's chromosome for chromosome, molecule for molecule, exactly like me. You were meant to be here, Tom. You were meant to be on this thing called Earth. Think about this. Can you imagine all of the circumstances that had to be perfect for you to be alive right this second? Go back, not even 100 years, not even 1,000 years. Go back 60 years. Imagine your parents, all of the things that had to go right. Their parents, their grandparents. Imagine if your great grandmother missed the bus that day and didn't meet your great grandfather. Can you imagine? You wouldn't be here. You were meant to be here. This isn't woo-woo. This isn't based on any kind of, I'm not even basing this. I don't judge religion, but it's not even based on any kind of, religion or anything like that. It's just based on scientific fact. You were meant to be here because you exist. You made it. You made it. I mean, it's insane to think about all the circumstances that had to be perfect for you to be alive. So now you got to throw in your 2 cents, baby. You are afforded this beautiful privilege, this beautiful right to communicate your vision, your purpose, and you're helping millions of people, Tom, with your YouTube channel. You're doing phenomenal. By the way, I want you to also understand this too. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel imposter syndrome. That means you care. It's actually a good thing. I did a short about this not long ago that, fear of failure is a good thing. You should have a fear of failure. Because if you didn't have a fear of failure, that means you don't care. The fact that you have a fear of failure, the fact that you have imposter syndrome, the fact that you get nervous, the fact that you let things get to you means you're a human being who cares about doing the best possible job you can do. That's a good thing. You're in good company, Tom. You were meant to be here. And I want you to keep going. For the love of God, keep going. Yeah, the horse and carriage. That's exactly right. I love that. The horse and carriage. Usually my negative comments from my early videos, people criticizing my format, editing, I usually agree with them and I never hear from them again. Right. Oh, that's beautiful, Lewis. Lewis says it best right there. The real imposter. Okay. Love this. Man, I love this. The real imposter. The real imposters don't have imposter syndrome. God, that's beautiful, Lewis. Best mod squad in the house. The Nez Nation mod squad in full effect. The Nez Nation mod squad in full effect. God, I love it. God, I love it. Okay, we got a question here. Tom, let me know if that was helpful at all. Okay, we got a question here from a mod that I'm going to put in the chat right now. Okay, so by the way, if I don't get to your question, we're probably going to end after the Big 50 giveaway. Don't worry about it. I'll get to it first next week. So still leave your question. Replay viewers, podcast viewers, live viewers, leave your question in the pinned comment on YouTube, the pinned questionnaire form. Leave your question in there, please. I'll get to it next week. We got another question from Juan over at Politics Made Simple. I'm going to answer that, and then I'm going to do the $50 giveaway. So don't go anywhere. And Kelly, you could win it again too. You could get. Yeah. Okay. Good. Kelly says I just got my 25. Thank you. Okay. So we have a question here from Imad. What's your take on my company name, iWriteAndDesign.in? As I'm a designer and content writer, can I post design as well as content related to videos go together on the same YouTube channel? Yeah, of course you can. Why not? You know, names and things like that, like honestly, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You want to do a business name? I get this question all the time. You want to do a business name or a personal branding or business name? What do I do? It really doesn't matter. Just do whatever feels right. If you want to change it, you can change it. What matters is who are the people that you're serving. Serve them unceasingly. It's all about the content. It's all about putting yourself out there. I could care less if your name was Howdy Doody or if your name was Zeus. It doesn't matter. Names and labels don't mean anything. Who are you? You're bigger than a name. You're bigger than your heritage. You're bigger than the color of your skin. You're bigger than your gender. These things don't mean anything. What do you bring to the table? Impact. Impact is the only metric that matters. Period. Impact. That's it. So yes, of course you can do that. Just create the best content that you can. The fact that you doubled your audience from 5K to 10K says everything about your advice. Amazing work. Thank you, man. Yeah, and you know what, Tom? I started 2020. You know, I didn't really understand, you know, I was really using YouTube just as a marketing arm, really, for 2017, 18, 19. I really didn't go deep into, like really deep into the platform and the experience and understanding the audience and understanding what they really want as a viewer. I love this, Tom. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You should see what my new channel's doing. My God. And I haven't shared it. I know Sweeney says I did share it with Sweeney because he's a trusted friend. And I'll probably, you know what? I'll probably do a big reveal of my new channel. I'm going to give it, because my goal is to make 5K a month on that new channel by the end of 2021. And that's just in AdSense. The channel's already making great money in AdSense. It's a super, super niche channel that my wife and I started. Passion project. We started in January. We've got over 100,000 views a month now. It's just blowing up. I'm so excited. I'll probably do a big reveal, but I want to wait till it's really cooking, until it's really got what I hope it can get, because it is a little embarrassing. It's kind of nerdy. It's a super niche within a super niche. And it's probably a niche that you've never heard of before. No problem. Happy 4th of July, Angie. Great to see you. I busted my hump, Tom. What I did in 2020, which the pandemic helped me, was I dove headlong first into YouTube, and because I love YouTube, I've always been obsessed with YouTube. But it wasn't until really 2020 that I started 2020 with only 2,500 subscribers, and so I'm at almost 11,500 now. And it's not about subscribers, that, Tom. It's about views, engagement, which my views have tripled. I love this platform. That's why I talk about it all the time on Clubhouse. I love this platform. It's given me so much. It's changed my life. It's changed my business. And Tom, your channel is phenomenal. You're a creator. Creators are sensitive. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to feel the sting of negative comments. It's okay to feel the sting of imposter syndrome, the dude inside your head. That's the ultimate sting, is the dude inside your head who's telling you suck, you're not good enough, you're not this enough, you shouldn't even be doing this. I am giving you permission. Professor Nez gives you permission to fire that dude. I want you to fire his ass right now, that dude inside your head. Yes, I just talked to myself in the third person. Okay. We've been having longer and longer streams. It's just out of control. Usually these streams only go about 60 minutes, but my God, we've been crushing it, haven't we? Okay, next question. I want to get to this, and then we're going to do a big giveaway. Don't go anywhere. Try to keep your questions concise, please. Oh, absolutely, Tom. I'm not going anywhere, man. I am not going anywhere. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I was thinking about doing, a holy macadamia nut, because that's a saying I use. Bringing more humanness to this digitalness. That's a big one, I think. That would be great merch. But I don't know if you were here for this, Tom, but I'm working on high quality merchandise. I don't care. It's not about money. It's not about quantity. I've been working on this for, 6-7 months, and I'm not going to stop because I want it to be perfect. I want it to be really high quality merch. So yeah, I give you permission. Maybe that's a good one too. Who knows? Silencio Bruno. I love that. Okay. This comes from Juan over at Politics Made Simple. I don't think I can get the full question in there. I'm branching out from American politics to history videos, and we got great content creators in here who could probably answer this just as well, if not better than me. But YouTube is still giving impressions to people, mainly like politics, lowering my views. Yeah, also CTR. Yeah, going from 0 to 5%, and it's not reaching new viewers like that history. I just feel stuck. So let me read this again. So this is the same channel, Juan. If you're here, give me a hashtag yeah. So if you're doing this on the same channel, if you started off talking about politics and then you're going into history, which, I mean, you could say that those are interrelated in some way. The problem is, thank you, Juan. I'm glad you're here. The problem is, Juan, is that you got to understand this. This is what I learned the hard way. And I know Tom will agree with me. I know most of the amazing YouTubers will agree with me. You know why my brand new channel is hitting it and just crushing it right now? Because I started this main channel all wrong. I started this main channel to help my students because I had a student come up to me, like I told Viper, and say, Nez, I just paid $100,000 for a piece of paper and nobody will hire me. So I started off talking about mindsets, talking about real world skills, talking about communication, talking about, anxiety, which is something that I went through as a young man, mental stuff and mental mindset stuff. Then I pivoted into, I want to go more. I want to go deeper. My business is all about helping career professionals and business owners brand themselves online. And I want to go deeper. I want to help. I have a lot to say about that. Daryl Eves is quoted as saying, I've never seen a variety channel succeed on YouTube. And that's the reason why this channel should have 1 million subscribers. And I say only subjectively, I'm proud of 11,000, but it only has 11,000. It should have over 100,000 at the very least. But because I started YouTube all wrong, I just kind of threw up stuff and hoped that it would stick. Instead of knowing and focusing down very specifically, super hyper diaper crazy niche down, because you got to understand, YouTube will do all the heavy lifting. The algorithm will surface the right video to the right viewer at the right time. And so they look at watch history. They look at seasonality. They look at viewing behavior signals. They look at what the viewer is doing. They look at topic interest more than keyword interest. It's about topic interest. Pay attention to your traffic sources. Browse and suggested. YouTube recommendations account for over 3/4 of the views on YouTube. So 3/4 of the views, 75% of the views come from browse and suggested. You can't optimize for traffic sources, but you can optimize for people. Now, the more YouTube gets clarity on what your channel is about, the more YouTube can go, oh, okay, I know who's going to like these videos. I think I got some people that I can show these to and give impressions to. And so if you're branching out and you're basically diverging your message and you're diluting it, it gets disjointed. And then YouTube goes, well, Nez, is your channel about business and branding or is it about anxiety? I mean, my top performing videos are my mindset and one about LinkedIn and then another one about remote jobs and another one about anxiety. And so YouTube's just going, what is your channel about, bro? You know, I need to surface your video to the right viewer at the right time, but I'm not sure. The more you focus and hyper niche, I'm telling you, this brand new channel I started in January, it's already making more money in AdSense than this channel with 11,000 and change. And that channel has 1,500 subs. It's only been around for less than 6 months, practically 6 months. I mean, think about that, guys. It took me 10 years to create a channel that I finally knew I could deliver to YouTube so YouTube can deliver it to the right viewers so it can be a fantastic channel. Listen to Tom. My advice is find a trendy topic in a new niche and make a few videos to create some initial authority for the algorithm and keep grinding from there. Tom knows his stuff. That's exactly right. Juan, does that make sense? Does that help at all? By the way, I haven't done this at all today. By the way, if you're wondering what in the world did I stumble into, you're watching Office Hours with yours truly, Professor Nez. I'm here to help you, hopefully inspire you to grow your impact and your income online, help you earn more, grow faster, and stress less. The most important gear is between your ears. And welcome. It's great to have you. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but we also have a podcast. It's actually the #1 ranking podcast for personal branding, our specific niche, on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, everywhere that you listen to podcasts, Anchor. If you walk your dog or you have a commute or you're like me, you listen to podcasts early in the morning when you're organizing your schedule, your client meetings, checking your emails, listen to our podcast because all these streams end up on the podcast. And so I'd love to see you there. I'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a 5-star review on Apple. That would mean the absolute world to me. Yeah, Juan, I would stick to, just because I would almost do a whole new channel if you're going to go into history. And not to say that, history is related to politics, but I don't think that those two, I think you'd get more success if you started a new channel for that. And then only if you have the time, the energy, and the wherewithal too, because mental health for content creators is super important to me. It's super important to me. I hope that's helpful. I'm sweating under these lights. It's hot in here. Okay, I got to get going soon. But we got to do our last giveaway. Our last giveaway is a big one. How many people are ready for the last giveaway? By the way, if you have any other questions, leave them in the questionnaire form. I will answer them next week. First come, first serve. We go live every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendar, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, turn on all notifications. Turn on all notifications. Or, even better, become a Nez Nation Insider, and I'll let you know. Okay, who's ready? Who's ready? Give me a hashtag yeah. Who's ready for the final giveaway? 4th of July. You can go get yourself a 12-pack, some hot dogs. This is going to be a big one. This is the $50 giveaway. Yeah, Venmo is just like a PayPal, Imad. But if you have PayPal, if you don't have a Venmo, don't worry about it. I just use Venmo because it's the easiest way to kind of transfer. I think it's easier than PayPal. And yeah, you need to get yourself a Venmo account. It's just like a Cash App or something like that. I'm having a bad hair day here, 4th of July weekend. Hair is important. Okay, if you're ready for the final giveaway. Hey, Grace, good to see you. Grace is in the house. Grace is another fantastic. Were you here when Viper was here, Grace? We had Viper on the show. We're talking about Clubhouse, Green Room, Twitter Spaces. Good to see you, Grace. If you're ready for the final giveaway, $50. $50 to make you holla. If you're ready for the final giveaway, I didn't know it was owned by PayPal. Okay, very cool. If you're ready for the final giveaway, what you need to do to be included is you need to put a hashtag 50. Hashtag 50 in the chat right now if you want to be included in the giveaway. We're going to watch it live with our beautiful random selector, our random giveaway generator on StreamYard. By the way, I am a partner of StreamYard's, full disclosure. I use it all the time for my live streams. I've been live streaming for over 5-6 years. Early adopter of LinkedIn Live, early adopter of Facebook Live, early adopter of YouTube Live. And this is the best software that I use. And if you're looking for a free trial, there's a link in the description. Or you can go to StreamYard.com/NezNation. Okay, put that 50, hashtag 50. Okay, we can see it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I wonder if I can make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? I wonder if I can make that bigger. Does that show a little bit more? Oh, it does. Good. Oh, it does. Put a hashtag 50 in the chat. Put a hashtag 50 in the chat. I'm going to close the doors in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, this is going to be a big one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, no more entries. We're going to hit the draw button, guys. Get ready. $50 giveaway. Who's the big winner? Who's the big winner? Lucky winner, lucky winner. No whammies, no whammies. Uh-oh. Oh, Brian. Congratulations, Brian. You are the winner of the $50 giveaway. All right, man. Congratulations. You know what? I'm really happy it's you, Brian. I'll tell you why. Good for you, Brian. I'm so proud of you, man. Love it. Yeah, man. $50. Go enjoy that. Give me your Venmo. Give me your Venmo, Brian. So excited. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, Nez, how often do you do these? These giveaways? Oh, I'm so sorry, Stephanie. Stephanie just got here. Sorry, Stephanie, we missed you. We missed you, Stephanie, but it's great to see you. Brian wins the big prize. Okay, he's at Bri Prize. By the way, if you're wondering at all, hey, Nez, when do you do these? Like, how often do you do these? Do you only do these for giveaways or I'm sorry, for milestones like the 10,000, 11,000? No. I just do it randomly. The 10,000 subscriber milestone was like the sort of impetus. That's what started it all. But I love doing this, and I love treating you guys, and I love giving back. And I just love saying I love you, and I love appreciating you guys. And I actually love giving away cash. I think I should have been a game show host. Who knows? Maybe there's still time. But yeah, you might be asking yourself, Nez, when do you do these? Sometimes, and by the way, I never promote it. I never say, hey, next week I'm going to give cash. You just got to show up here live. So podcast listeners, replay listeners, you got to be here live. If you want to get some cash, I just never know when I'm going to do it. I really honestly don't. I'm not just saying that. I never know. Ask Lewis. Lewis and Jonathan are my and Sweeney, that's the Nez Nation mod squad. I never know when I'm going to do it. And so, you just got to be here, and it happens randomly, and it just happens whenever I feel like it. So I know that might not be the answer you're looking for, but if you're here at a Nez Nation live stream, you may get some Monet, a.k.a. money. Okay, Bri Prize. Let's see. We got Bri Prize. So is it this guy right here? Hold on a second. Let me make sure this is right. Bri, pay attention to the screen. I'm going to show you something here. Let me stop sharing. Okay, Bri, make sure that this is the right one. So it's at Bri Prize on Venmo, right? Bri Prize. Okay. Which one is it? Is it that top dude? Who is it, Bri Prize? Is it the top one, the double B? Let me know. Just give me a yeah. Give me a yeah, Brian, so I can send you the $50. Oh, you know what? That's cool. I didn't even know that if you put the cursor over the live thing, you can see where everybody's coming from. We got a Twitch viewer too. Fantastic. Okay, Brian says yeah. Okay, Brian, $50. Fantastic. Good job, dude. Good job. Proud of you, man. Okay, here we go. Let me know that you got it, Brian. I'm sending it right now. Boom. There it is. You got it, Brian. Boom. Right there. Brian, I just sent you $50. Boom. Can you see that? Let me know if you can see that, Brian. Congratulations. Congratulations on getting your $50 prize. Good for you, Brian. So proud of you, man. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these, man. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, and I don't know when. So you just got to be here. That's really the name of the game. You just got to be here. Again, guys, if you want to be notified, if you're like, hey, Nez, I subscribe to you. I hit the bell notifications because sometimes YouTube doesn't even let you know, and I still don't get the notifications. Well, I'll tell you why that is. That's just kind of how YouTube is. And so you got to become a Nez Nation insider. That's what you got to do right there. You got to go to professornez.com/insider, fill out the little newsletter sign-up form, and it takes 2 seconds, and you'll always be notified of when we go live, okay? So make sure that you're a part of these streams. Not only are you going to get, I mean, look at the power of a Nez Nation live stream. Not only are you going to get amazing info, help on how to grow your business, advance your career, how to earn more, grow faster, and stress less. Okay, thank you, Brian. Brian says he got it. Okay, thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Not only that, but you could also get some cash. And by the way, I know this was a $75 giveaway today. I've been known to give out $200. I think the very first one, the 10,000 subscriber, I gave out 4 $25 prizes. 150 and 100. No, it was 200. Yeah. Or maybe it was, I can't remember. Maybe it was 250. Yeah. So I might even go nuts and give away $1,000. I don't know. I just might do that. Who knows? Maybe 2,000. Maybe I'll just go crazy. I have no idea. Just depends on how I feel. Okay. So you got to be here live. The only way you're going to find out if I'm giving away cash, I mean, you should just be here for the information. Let's be honest. But if you would like some cash too, hey, 2 birds with 1 stone, a nice little delicious bonus. And so great to see you guys. Love you guys so much. Don't forget, we go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're here. Make sure you hit that like button. I wish you guys a very, very happy Independence Day. I wish you guys a very, very safe 4th of July. I love you guys to death. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget, leave your questions in the questionnaire form. I'll get to it next week, first come, first serve. Any question at all about advancing your career, growing your online business, scaling on this creator economy that's just beautiful. Make sure you leave your question in there. And on behalf of the entire Nez Nation family, I am your personal branding, content creation coach, Professor Nez, bidding you a fond adieu. Have a wonderful 4th. Happy Independence Day. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.